I'm so blessed and so thankful. Is Vince Edge still here? I want Vince Edge to start walking up this way. And I am the judge, and you have to do what I say. Now, as he's walking, I want y'all to know that Vince Edge has done what a lot of us have not. He and the Wiregrass Foundation have put their money where their mouth is. And he deserves every bit of the accolades that we can give him, because the Wiregrass Foundation has just been the impetus and the wind beneath the wings of this renewed momentum. Sit right there, Vince. For the public school system. And it's just such a great thing when you have people committed to your cause. So today, in honor of you educators, I say that at the core of every true talent is an inherent awareness of the difficulties that are inherent in every great achievement, and that if you have confidence and patience and with persistence, your input will pay off. You are in a business like no other. You have a product unlike any other. For those of you who have been to college or took business classes, you know that the prototypical product in any business model is the widget, an inanimate metal object. That is exactly why none of the standard business practices will ever work for you, because your product, on the contrary from being inanimate, is very animate. They wiggle, they talk, they move, they are inattentive and strong-willed. So in no way can what you do every day ever be considered business as usual. So as a former student, a parent, and a volunteer, I salute you. While I have always on some level been aware of the problems and the potential of the public school system and the value of education, I have become even more aware during my 8-year tenure as city judge in Dothan. Over the past years, I have been disheartened by the people and the things that I have seen. Children who have been in the criminal justice system since they were juveniles, who will proudly tell you that they are now certified as adults to stand trial. Beautiful, able-bodied young men who will look at you with vacant eyes and tell you, I just caught a 20 and a 22 running wild, which means that they have 42 years to serve in prison, more time than they've been alive. It is easy to become disillusioned, even for someone as optimistic and idealistic as I am. But at some point, I vowed to become angry, and I became reflective, and I became resolved, and I decided that I would stop looking for everyone else to do and start doing. I am resolved that if our community and our society is going to survive and flourish, we must dedicate ourselves to educating our children, which is the only way that we can ever truly free them. Those of us in the business, industrial, and civic communities must commit ourselves to strengthening student achievement and motivation, assisting our teachers and principals, and helping boost the morale of those of you who are on the front line every day fighting a war to save our children. And the war that you are fighting is as real as the war that is being fought in Baghdad and Tikrit. For those of you who think I am being dramatic or think you are not in a war, all you need to do is look at last year's newspaper, which had the picture of 6 young boys under the age of 18 on capital murder charges in Dothan. It's real, people. And the reality is that although our children only comprise 30% of our total population, they are 100% of our future. If our children are going nowhere, then neither are we. That is why it is imperative that we must put aside any differences that we may have, whether real or perceived, whether they are religious, racial, gender, whatever differences we think we have, because we must unite for the common goal of producing an educated citizenry. Because the reality is that we all have a stake in educating these children. Because I am convinced that we will either educate these children or we will incarcerate them. Yes, some of us are able to move behind gated fences, but we have to come out at some point. And until you can gate Walmart, and until you can gate Winn-Dixie, and until you can gate your movie theaters, your athletic arenas, and your pharmacy, we all have a stake in our society. If not, we will quickly learn what a desperate person will do to survive. That is why I'm so happy about the revolution that is going on with Yes We Can Dothan, the Wiregrass Foundation, the Chamber of Commerce, and the renewed spirit of commitment being exhibited to our public schools. We are committed to reclaiming what some have called the lost generation and proclaiming to the world and to Dothan that we support our children. We know that education is everything.